What's up, guys? Give you guys 3 helpful tips to help you out this winter, help you catch more bass. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end. I got a special one at the end most folks might not like, but hey, I'm just going by my experience, what's been, helped me out to be successful during the winter months to catch more bass. So let's jump into it. So the number one thing I'm looking for is food. I know it might sound simple, but a lot of guys like to go to their favorite spring spot, favorite summer spot. During the winter time, a lot of bait fish like to bundle up and be a nice large packs. Okay, I think they get a little more dispersed. Like I said, during warmer months. But wintertime, they like to get in super huge groups. And once you find those super huge groups of bait fish, you'll find big bass lingering, move around, waiting for their, feeding opportunities. So that's the number one thing that I look for is food. Now, once I've found said food, I'm going to use something like a drop shot or like a jerk bait, or sometimes even a small little swim bait. Maybe a 3.5, maybe 4-inch swim bait, something like that. Could be exposed hook depending on what kind of water you're fishing, or sometimes I like to have the hook penetrating the bait, maybe even a blade on the bottom of like a small jig head or something like that. So use those type of items, man. Those things would be great. So once you find the actual food, then you can start fishing for the bass themselves. That's a real simple number one. No food, I'm not fishing. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Where the bass like to actually set up, during the winter time. Where would they actually likely be feeding at? So that's one thing I focus on is my actual location I'm looking for. Whether it be a bluff wall or you find a main lake point. And of course, my number one favorite is finding a brush pile off of Main Lake Point. You'd be surprised what could hold a bass, especially during the wintertime. They're not moving, vast distances. So you find something, nice little small nook, on a edge of a point that has a little tree hanging off of it and 13 foot of water. Could be one of those special little sweet spots. Don't forget the bluff walls, man. Bluff walls can be killer. A lot of people, they might fish a little bit, but I love bluff walls. Like I said, a drop shot can be on a bluff wall. A lot of people don't do that. And of course, I love a jerk bait on a bluff wall. And if you guys haven't already, go check out Waterland Fishing. That's going to be waterlandco.com. I'll leave a link down below, guys. Check out this stuff. We got a lot of cool gear, whether it be apparel. Their sunglasses is one of the main things, especially if you guys are doing any kind of fishing during super bright daylight days. The pair of glasses I got, I'll leave a link down below, but they block out light. Love that portion of them. You got some that are more stylish, but again, check them out. Use code GTX, guys. Save you guys some money at checkout. You're gonna thank me later. And so lastly on the list, guys, one big thing that I hear that may not be so true. A lot of people say fish don't move when it gets cold. I'm not a believer in that anymore. Okay. Initially, I was right there along with the trends, along with the, you read magazines, you watch TV shows, pro anglers, right? Until the recent years when the live scope came out, or that type of technology, we can actually see fish and their movements down below. Fortunately, I'm blessed to have live scope, and all last winter, I just got it about a year ago. All last winter, that's all I was doing, was trying to read and study, figure out what fish do using live scope. So here's a big thing too that a lot of people don't think about. You get your sonar unit is reading surface temperature. That surface temperature could be 42 degrees. But let's go 10 feet below. That 10 feet below or lower could be 52 degrees, 53 degrees. Now look, if you don't believe me, go look up geothermal units, like units for like houses, residential homes. There's piping that they use 10 feet below ground or a little more depending on the situation, but that's how they heat and cool their home. But again, just look it up. It's a little deeper than what I just said. But you got surface temperature and then literally 10 plus feet below, maybe 8 foot, whatever it is. You can have a difference in temperature. Okay, especially that comes super crucial come time when you're out fishing. Again, you got surface temp of 42 where your boat is at, but 10 plus feet down could be a little warmer. And that's again another reason why fish normally go deeper during the winter time. The temperature is a lot different than up at surface temp. Yes, you have sunny days that may warm up some surface temperature, and yes, you'll be able to catch a few fish up at that 4 or 5 foot range on a super sunny day. Again, it's out of the blue. Random days like that in the winter happen, and you can capitalize on those. But that's one thing that I found out during my time using live scope. Fish move pretty normal. They cruise a bit, as like I said, looking at live scope, you can see these things cruise around, cruise near bait piles. I'm going to try to get some footage of that for you guys coming this winter coming up. So look forward to that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, man, so you guys stay tuned with everything that I have going on. I greatly appreciate the support. So when you're fishing for these fish, yeah, that. So when you're out there fishing, man, during the winter time, I'm not saying you have to move your bait like a snail necessarily, but I'm not saying move it, hop it crazy like you're in the summertime or anything like that. But if small swim bait or something like that, cool. It's okay to be a nice, slow, steady pace. Don't kill it down there, but nice, slow, steady pace. You'll still get bit. And again, like I said, I love jerk bait, drop shots for those even slower, lethargic fish. Yes, they do feed a little less, but again, the whole they don't move kind of thing, or you gotta, one cast will take you, you know, by the time to eat a whole sandwich to get your line back or get your bait back in. No, not like that, okay? Understand the temperature is a little different down there compared to your surface temperature. And again, if you're fortunate enough to get on the boat with some live scope, you can go see it for yourself. These fish actually still move around. They still chase bait. They still bust through bait balls, okay? So again, that's my goal for this, you guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to get some footage via live scope of fish feeding through bait balls. And out here it could be 30 degrees outside, water temperature 42, but down below it's a little warmer and these fish are still active, okay? That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. You guys be sure to share this video with a friend. If you see someone, you know, someone else's opinion, leave it down in the comment section. Love conversating with you guys. Subscribe to the channel again, man. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I greatly appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys next time. You guys take care, stay warm, be safe. Enjoy the holidays. We out.